Where are we on this outline? Show feedback? I think we're about there.
Now, here's the good thing. It's two pieces of show feedback that go right into each other.
That is good.
And they're both Cheapy praise related.
I'm not looking for praise.
Well, you're going to get it anyway.
I'll take it.
Yes. And here we go. Yanks Rule 56 says, I love ping pong and used to play constantly growing up, but haven't played seriously in many years. Your talk of 11 table tennis.
It's what's called an adult.
Yeah. On Oculus led me to watch a few YouTube videos, and long story short, I just spent $320 on an Oculus Quest and 11 table tennis and could not be happier. It's shockingly lifelike. Probably the most fun I've had playing a video game in 10 years. I don't even know if I should call it a video game. The simulation is that good. Just ordered a paddle adapter. Can't wait till it gets in. I've been listening to the CAGcast since the beginning, and this is the best recommendation that ever came out of it.
Wow. That is a good segment. I like it because it's really not about pro cheapy.
And wait, Crazy Ad 8 said this to say about that. I did the exact same thing. LOL. Where did you get the adapter from? I was never much of a tennis player before, but I've been hooked all weekend. A big step up from the PSVR. So
people listened. I've sold a bunch of these things. My dad bought one. I know a lady at the table tennis club bought one, and other people as well. Not Shipwreck though. He's thinking about it. I just saw his eyes move. They went side to side. When they go side to side, it means he's thinking about it.
That's what I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's my tell. No, I'm
I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I did Google it to look up to see if it was like how reasonable it was, how quickly I could get one.
Right. Well, let's move right in. Let's move right into Cheapy's Quest Corner. Then.
That's fine. But I will say I did look into it for myself and the family.
You do need space to enjoy it. You're going to need, especially the games where you're going to get like a decent sweat on. Right, he just looked around.
Shoulder.
Is there any space yet?
I mean, if I move the coffee table.
What about the basement? Is the basement, because the basement I feel like is a good size, but there's probably a lot of toys.
Elliot kind of commandeered that for his Legos.
But I feel like you could take it back for Papa.
No, not really.
What about Big Papa?
No. Maybe by the time the Oculus 3 is out,
what if you tell Elliot that he can enjoy the Oculus as well as long as we make the space for it?
I think if I move the coffee table, like it just would mean that I'd have to move the coffee table every time we say.
No.
I don't think that's going to be a workable solution.
It's rough because also the TV too close to the TV. It's danger, big danger. I don't want to see you like get hurt or break your TV because.
What about
the backyard?
You could do it in the backyard.
It doesn't work in sunlight, really. Yeah, that's.
I can't remember. Do you have a garage?
The garage is used for storage mostly.
Yeah, and
in the garage, and there's no light in there anyway. And it's it's a garage. It has like nails sticking out of the wall.
What about if you set up a tent in your backyard?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay.
Mr. Salatka asked in the chat about Oculus and glasses. It comes with like this adapter thing that you can put in, and Mrs. Cheapy uses it with glasses. She seems satisfied. So you do need the space though for the games that you're gonna get sweaty for. You're gonna need like 6 feet, like around you, basically.
Well, yeah, there's no place in my house that is.
It's tough.
Around.
It's gonna be tricky.
Oh well, it was a fun thought while it lasted.
Right.
Anyway, what's going on with you? Did you get the plank game yet?
I did not. I looked up the plank game, but it's not a game. First of all,
no, it's not. It's a plank simulator.
It's a thing that makes you nauseous, and I don't need any help getting nauseous.
You're such a wuss. You could Twitch stream that and get 1 million views.
No, I can't. 1 million. I don't have 1 million views across all the videos together. Anyway, I got a lot of comments saying that people really liked the VR story. I don't know if it was the mooning one or the jerking off one. I'm not sure. But probably both. But I do have some updates. I finished Super Hot VR. That one you don't need a lot of space for. And that one is really awesome. I really enjoyed that. No game made me feel like I was in the Matrix, like Super Hot VR, not even Enter the Matrix. So I would totally recommend Super Hot VR for anybody with an Oculus Quest. I like not having the wire. It makes a big difference because you're just free to dodge and everything's in slow motion. So you're not worried about, well, even though I did punch the wall twice during that, you generally speaking, you're not worried about hurting yourself or the furniture once you learn a few things. But I really love that. I really like Super Hot VR. Now I've finished that like in a lot of different versions of Super Hot now, but yeah, Super Hot's pretty good in every flavor. We also bought this game called Thrill of the Fight, which is a boxing game. Mrs. Cheapy wanted to do some boxing. So it's $10 and this is supposed to be the good boxing game. And you get very tired doing a 2-minute round of boxing is like, that is sweaty. That is a very sweaty time. By the end of 3 rounds, that is sweat fest. And that's a lot of fun, but clearly I'm not ready. Like, I don't know what I'm doing there. I had one good round and then I was.
See, but that sounds like more fun to me than table tennis.
Yeah, it was really fun, but boy, is that strenuous. You don't realize how strenuous it is. And
Sounds like the thing I need.
It does sound like the thing, but you need space for that. And that one, you need the 6 feet of space. I watched the video of like a real fighter doing it, like a pro fighter, heavyweight fighter doing it, and he was a lot better at it than I was. The skills seem to translate over into VR. Yeah, imagine that. But that's Thrill of the Fight, and that was $10, and I would recommend that for sure. But they're making a new one a sequel that's going to have online fighting. This is very simple, this one, but it's $10. I also bought the Ramen Simulator, the branded Ramen Simulator. Counterfight Ichiran. Wombat, have you ever been to Ichiran
No.
in Manhattan?
No.
It's a famous ramen chain from Japan. It's famous for having...
That's the one with the walls?
The walls, exactly. Yeah. That is the one with the walls.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love restaurants that have walls.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're not walls. It's more like a counter and...
I love restaurants with counters.
It's like a
dividers.
counter and they put like blinders and partitions up.
Correct. Partitions between the seats. So
people can't see you eating soup like a slob.
So booths. They created booths.
At a counter. But not quite, because the booth's only over the counter, so the seats are not separated by the partition. Did you ever go to
the library as a kid and rent microfiche?
Yeah, it sounds like you're eating ramen in a microfiche.
Similar.
Yes, it sounds like that's exactly what it is. It's eating ramen at the library microfiche tables.
I took Shanafan there, and sons. But everything's counter. There's no tables. It's all just like 2 long lines of counters. Anyway, so they have a VR game branded with Ichiran. And it seems like a lot of work. After 5 minutes, I'm washing dishes, and it's telling me wash the dishes, and I'm washing the dishes, and then eventually why am I washing dishes in VR? This is a horrible idea, and it's yelling at me.
Don't you have dishes at home?
Exactly, of course I do, and it's yelling at me, and it just seems too like no one's telling me to wash the dishes in real life, but it's conceivable that could happen. And I don't need that in the game necessarily. So it was fun to make the ramen and everything, but it's not, they don't have like enough wackiness in it.
So you bought the ramen game,
yes,
but not the plank game that I've been telling you to play.
I bought the ramen game, but not the plank ride. That's going to make me nauseous. I don't want to be nauseous.
Oh, yes, you do. And you want Ty to be nauseous.
I don't. And I'm trying to really only get games that use your body.
This uses your body.
But not to make it makes you sweat in different ways. I don't want to sweat from nausea.
Mostly the sphincter. You'll get that muscle nice and tight.
Right. You'll have a sweaty crack from playing this game, basically. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe once I figure out how to get this streaming on Twitch, I'll save it for that, and I'll do it like for the first time there. But it's a little complicated to get this going on Twitch, I gotta say. I haven't figured that out yet. So that's the end of Cheapy's Quest Corner for now. I'm climbing up the ranks in 11 table tennis. I'm almost at 2,000 ELO, but not quite there yet.